Welcome to Carnival Village for 2017. It's a great pleasure to bring you all here once again. So far, you all has been seeing what this Dream Team has been delivering so far with the help of the general public and the help of all the troop leaders and all the different sponsors that helping out so far for Carnival. We intention is to take Carnival to another level, but as we always say, we cannot do it without the help of the general public. And when we say the help of the general public, we are asking each and every one of you to contribute one way or the next. If you didn't join a troop by now, I think it's not too late still. But if you don't join a troop, remember when the parade is on, you cannot come in the road and try to say you're jamming. You have to stay on the side. I'm asking everyone, let us get a safe carnival. You have your problems, you keep it at home. Don't bring it for the 10 days of the festival that people sit down very hard, work and put together. We want everyone to have a safe carnival, a peaceful carnival. Enjoy all the shows. It's a well-stocked program. Come to the village, support the boot holders, one way or the next. I do thank you.
Just for you, baby. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Confident and ready. I am your team contestant, #1, Damas Tamara. Don't forget to come out and support my fellow contestant and I on Thursday. Thank you.
Sending out a warm and festive welcome to you all tonight. It's your beautiful and confident contestant #2, Miss Janiqua Chilias. Thank you. The biggest adventure one can take is to live the life of their dreams. It is hard work and determination that has driven me to be here in front of you today. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Tatiana Clifton, adventurous, creative, and uncomplicated. My invitation is open to you on Thursday, February 23rd. Come as you like with the color yellow, grab your supportive goodies at the entrance, and come support your contestant #4. I thank you.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, get on up, it's carnival time. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Bonsoir, mesdames et messieurs. Buenas noches, señoras y señores. I'm your team contestant #5. Je suis votre concurrent numéro 5. Yo soy su concursante número 5, Joangel Santos. Have a good night. Thank you.
Good evening, Carnival lovers. Allow me to welcome you to yet another year of splendid Carnival fun. Standing before you filled with enthusiasm, I am your contestant #6, Shamika Richardson. I'd like to invite you tonight to Thursday, where you'll see my fellow contestants and I as we vibe for the crowd Thursday. To have a safe and enjoyable carnival, I thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your contestant #2, Miss Khadija Joseph. Thank you.
Beautiful people, distinguished guests, good evening. Outgoing, beautiful, energetic. I am Shaina Gavani, contestant #3 for Miss Senior Carnival 2017.
Gem of the Caribbean, Frank Martin's Diamond, Nettle-based masterpiece. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Standing before you is your senior contestant #4, Aisha Van Heinigen. Thank you.
Finally time again to jump up with all their friends. I drinking all kind of rum, can't nobody stop me. If me woman get, you know what I gonna do? I just got to find her next. Cause you know I ain't even about this fence. From Canada start, yeah. Right up to the last day. I drunk and still drinking. I going up till morning. Yeah, how about we tell them? How about we see it now? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't stop fetting. Yeah, yeah. I can't stop fetting. Whoa, whoa. I can't stop fetting. Tell them better. Tell them better. How about we say? Music flowing through my veins.
If I rush you in my bumper. Hear this, hear this. If you see me drinking my liquor for Juve morning, I's a drinker, a drinker. If you see me whining to soca or only Bonfield, I's a whiner, a whiner. Come and take a taste of the whining machine. Said I'm under the influence, said I'm under the influence. Come and take a brace on the whining queen. Step up to my step. Come and take a brace on the whining machine. Said I'm under the influence, said I'm under the influence. Come and take a brace on the whining queen. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. You don't know. Yes.
Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. 5th year anniversary. The dance floor is back. Friday, April 28th, 2017 at Carnival Village. The ultimate dance party featuring Impact Band, Kai, formerly known as Karimi, Jean-Marc Ferdinand, Claudius Phillips, Farmer Nappy, and the Queen of Bacchanal, Destra. See you at the 5th year anniversary of Telcel Night of the Hitmakers. Partners, Telcel. This is an extra tight entertainment production. Just say I.
Life is a journey full of connections. You're in safe hands even when life starts too soon. You don't have to miss a single beat. When a bad hair day makes you sad, just sharing can bring you joy and more to come. They take the plunge, turn fear into faith, while you capture those beautiful moments. In the game of life, it's family that counts. They'll be there even when you lose. We all have our moments of reflection and hope. And when you feel you're losing everything in life, we're there, because there's more to come. When life starts too soon, you don't have to miss a single beat. We're here to connect you and share life. Telcel, when you want more.
Need a loan that's quick and easy. Island Finance. Up to 50,000 guineas really easy. Island Finance. For education, a renovation, that's no problem. Yes, it's true. That's not all. They're quick and friendly too. Island Finance. Appliances, vacations, even fix your car. You can depend on Island Finance.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your air temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
From the Justice Ministry, who will be taking up the posts at the prison, so that way we'll have an idea of more of their background and who they are?
No, at this stage I'd prefer not to mention any names. I yesterday brought the plan for approval at the Council of Ministers. It was approved. I got to go ahead. I would like to sit with the people first, coordinate everything with them, and then I would make a release to that effect. But I would prefer not to mention names right now.
On the prison as well, of course, we do have the expansion and the upgrading of the prison still pending. Can you give an update on that? Is there money for it? Will you be able to start it, etc.?
Yeah, like I said, you have the urgent situation that needs to bring the prison back to a sense of normality. Okay, while that is being done, there are two phases. You have the phases for further repairs to the prison that needs to be done, and you have the building of the new prison. Discussions have already been started. I have already started discussions with the Minister of Finance, looking towards to how we can finance the building of the new prison. So it is not one waiting on the other to happen. So this is that crisis, to mitigate that crisis situation that exists within the prison while we are continue working on. So the repairs would be part of this plan as we progress. So we will do the necessary repairs, but we would also be trying to execute and find the financing to build the prison, because it doesn't make sense to go pump a bunch of millions in repairs if you're going to build a new prison. And the only thing that is going to help the situation is to build a new prison.
In connection with the upgrading of the prison system, I know that the former minister, Mr. Duncan, also set something very tangible in place as continuity in government. Are you considering anything from that in order to go forward with? Because it was quite extensive and forthcoming.
No, I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but as was mentioned, the past 6 weeks, every existing report, advice, whatever there was on the table pertaining to prison, no matter who it came from, has been reviewed, and from that, we are moving forward. So all of the recommendations that were made, they are recommendations that can be executed immediately. It's not feasible to go and come with a plan that's going to cost 50 million guilders when we know we don't have 50 million guilders to spend on it. So it's a realistic approach, but the important situation right now is to bring back control in the prison. That is more important than anything else. That's priority, top priority. And I said that from the very beginning. So the eventual goal is to build a new prison, but it starts with bringing back control in the prison. People have to stop getting hurt. Things have to be regulated. People have to come out and do their work, etc., etc. That is not the case right now. You need to start there before you can move forward.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIP MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of fun miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to my card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free fun miles with first use. Switch to my card today at WIB.
Fun miles, from within your reach.
Find something and wind it up. Wind it up. Hands up if you're ready. Pump your flag if you're ready. Everybody get ready for carnival. Plenty bam bam. Carnival again. Man and woman. Carnival again. Masqueraders jumping in the rain. Give me the toilet paper for Juve. Pet up the pet. Carnival again.
What? Carnival back again.
A place to have fun no matter where. Sound the horn and give me the bottle and spoon. The rhythm and tune. Ready for the...
Get ready for another season of fun. Carnival de Saint-Martin 2017 from February 4th to March 1st. 6 parades, 4 pageants, and 6 shows. Carnival is back.
Give me hand. I'm so ready to jump. Plenty bam bam. Carnival again. Man and woman. Carnival again. Masqueraders jumping in the rain. Give me the toilet paper for Juve. Pet up the pet. Carnival again. Not tired yet. Carnival.
This is one activity of many to come. With everything that had, like the phrase is, Rome was not built in one day. So we are using this particular activity as a vehicle to introduce the community again to look at the St. Martin English with pride and a sense of identification of who a St. Martiner is. You do know me by the way I speak. You can hear it, you can pick that up. And there are certain words, as you mentioned, that are distinctively St. Martin, Maison, partner. You know, those are things that make us because in. Those are things that make us St. Martin. And we should not feel, that we need to put that down. That's who we are. But then what we're also saying in the context, this is who we are, but we need to know both because there are certain settings, the standard and the St. Martin language, they have relevance and we're not going to diminish one over the other.
The Department of Culture will attempt to write a language policy framework that focuses specifically on the mother language from a cultural perspective, so the St. Martin English. And how we plan to do that is by slowly introducing different activities and initiatives in the schools where children are taught St. Martin English, they receive books, they have access to books and other literatures that have in St. Martin English, as well as activities with authors, local linguists, people that cultural people that do these type of initiatives on a daily basis. So we will find a way to squeeze in the St. Martin English in different aspects of the community.
We have the House of Nehesi Publishers, and this is one of the great things about the House of Nehesi Publishers and Lasana Sekou and all of the persons who work within that particular institution, is that they have recorded our various local artists writing using the St. Martin English. They and not only writing it but doing it so beautifully. So those books from the House of Nehesi, and there is also another book in particular by Robert Romney, which talks about St. Martin talk. And he provides a preliminary, I would say the first edition of a thesaurus or a dictionary that persons can use to find out what are some of these phrases that the St. Martin people are using. And by having such books such as Robert Romney, and by having the books by Lasana Sekou and so many other of the fabulous House of Nehesi publishers, artists, we are able and we will be looking at a way to get those books into the school curriculum. Literature is part of the school curriculum. And I know that we normally read books about different artists from the Caribbean, poets from all over the world, South America, America, England, etc. But it's also important that our young people be introduced to our local artists and be introduced to these particular books that highlights, that sheds that light or flash on our St. Martin English and language.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
One,
2,
3,
4. This is how common it is to develop a mental illness. 1 out of every 4.
4,
4.
4. But there is hope. Today, most mental illnesses can be managed and treated. Visit your general doctor if you feel concerned about your thoughts and behaviors or have some difficulty dealing with some of life's issues.
If you have been diagnosed and are suffering from a mental illness, keep in mind these 4 points to help you manage your mental health.
1. Get regular checkups with your general doctor.
2. Stay on your treatment plan to prevent relapses.
3. Find a strong support group in your family and friends.
And 4. Never be afraid to ask for help and look out for the warning signs of your illness.
Remember, you are not alone. We are as close as one.
2.
3.
4.
Learn about mental health illness by going to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Issue of having medical tourism, how far is that? And are you working on making sure that local St. Martiners, the young ones, are being trained to put into the new hospital that you're building?
Certainly, bringing locals back to work in our healthcare industry is certainly part, if not of the healthcare portfolio, of the labor portfolio. If, Pearl, if you remember in previous discussions, the idea about building the new hospital and the medical tourism wing, or let's just call it the wing, because there may be some parts of that would be used by the hospital depending on the services we want to offer. But as the Minister of Finance correctly pointed out, it is very much a diversification of our economy as well. You know, by building a medical center of excellence, it's a possibility to stop sending money from St. Martin abroad. It's a chance to keep that money circulating within our local economy. It's a chance to generate more jobs, exactly what you're speaking about. And it also is an opportunity for us to bring people from neighboring islands in to use our services. And that's why the JCI accreditation is important, because it's a branding that gives you the comfort of knowing that you're adhering to international standards. As I mentioned to you also, one of the ideas is working with a partner hospital, starting with our referral process, but we have to that a longer-term vision. One of the ideas is that we would like them to participate in the hospital, perhaps as a medical tourism provider. So in other words, use the hospital as a satellite facility to their main hospital. So again, that's a possibility to create jobs and increase the services, but also allows us to look at possibility of bringing in rotating physicians that we can do more locally, which is again good for our job creation. But certainly that's something that we would be coordinating with the Minister of Education to make sure that people are getting, that she knows, number one, what jobs, what types of positions are going to be coming available, and make sure that the training is there, that we're able to recruit from abroad. Remember, we're also working on our website on the Ministry of Labor, opportunity.sx, where we would like it to be a digital marketplace for people to find employment, for employers to post vacancies, and for people abroad and locally to find employment. So all of that is very much intertwined with what we're doing, Pearl.